On Thursday, May 2019, Johor Marine Department was detected the new oil spill at Tanjung Balau, Kota Tinggi, Johor. The oil spill was captured via satellite and the image were forwarded by United Kingdom-based NGO. Actually, what is oil spill? Oil spill is the release of liquid petroleum hydrocarbon into the environment, especially the marine ecosystem, due to human activity, and is a form of pollution. Oil is a mixture of hydrocarbon compounds, which are the decay remains of marine animal and plant died and drifted to the bottom. It was estimated approximately 706 million gallons of waste oil enter the ocean every year. Offshore drilling and production operation and oil spill or leak from ship or tanker typically contribute less than 8% of the total. Back to the Tanjung Balau case, the estimate weight of oil spill is around 60 tons. The image from the satellite show that the oil spill is located about 3 nautical miles, is around 5.6 km from Tanjung Balau, and some of the oil spill has reached Tanjung Balau beach. The substance were also visible on the beach and it will posing a threat to marine ecosystem, especially filter organisms such as shellfish and also to the marine mammal, and will affect tourism activities at that area. And for sure, it affecting the livelihood of the fishermen and residents there. Consequent from the case at Tanjung Balau, fishermen had suffered due to damaged fishing equipment, including fish trap, bubu, and nets, where each fish trap cost almost 200 for each, are now covered in black oil. Even if they manage to clean this fish trap, there is no guarantee that it can be reused, as the strong glycerin could drive fish away.
Here are the general effects of oil spill. Firstly, towards the ecological significance, during and after the oil spill, animals such as seal pup can suffer detrimental effects on their furs and feathers that can cause hypothermia. In addition, algae and seagrass become tainted. This can make the entire ecosystem uninhabitable for years. The next one, it will give a long-term effects. It can be seen with the native Inuit peoples near the Exxon Maldives oil spill in Prince William Sound in Alaska in 1989. With much of their ecosystem destroyed, the tribes were forced to rely on government assistance to continue their life in the area. With all the manners of sea life destroyed, the culture could not continue to flourish and become essentially a welfare community with a very poor economy. Next one is the method. As we know, water is more denser than oil. The oil will remain at the surface, so there are several ways to clean sea after the oil spill. There are 6 methods. The firstly is the oil boom. So this is the most common and popular equipment used in oil cleanup due to their most simpler design and easier execution, which enclose the oil to a smaller area and not let it spread further. The next one is skimmer. Once the oil is found by the oil booms, it can be extracted or skimmed easily with the help of skimmers or oil scoop. These skimmers are fit onto boots and remove the floating oil or greasy contaminant. These are the mechanical equipment which work on the same principle as a vacuum cleaner. It sucks all the oil which is spread over the confined surface of the water in the oil boom. The third one is by using the sorbent. This is the material which can absorb the liquid as step as sorbent because it is an easy process of oil cleanup. The most common of sorbent we all familiar with are peat moss, vermiculite, straw, and hay. Next is the burning in situ. The floating oil is to fire by igniting it safely. It is the most proficient method of oil cleanup as it can efficiently remove 98% of the total spilled oil. It works safely and efficiently for the oil spread with a thickness of 3 mm and larger spread. This method is so eco-friendly because it will reduce the toxic gases from the burning of oil into the environment. Next one is by using the dispersant. When oil cannot be confined with booms, then we are left with the last option of oil disintegration. Dispersants are the chemicals which are sprayed over spoiled oil to initiate disintegration of oil. After disintegration, the surface area of oil molecule increases and it becomes easier for them to form a bond with water. This will take the bond molecules deeper in water and make them available for microbes which degrade them later on. They can efficiently remove the largest oil spill easily. Dispersant converts the oil in turbol when oil gets bonds chemically with water, but sometimes these turbol become larger in size and get to the seashore. Sometimes these chemical dispersant adversely affect non-mobile marine species. And for the last one, by using the bioremediation, this is the uses of the specific microorganism to remove any toxic or harmful substances. There are various classes of bacteria, fungi, and algae that degrade petroleum products by metabolizing and breaking them into simpler and non-toxic molecules such as most fatty acid and carbon dioxide. Sometimes, reagent and fertilizer are added to the area. These phosphorus-based and nitrogen-based fertilizer provide adequate nutrients to the microbes so that they are able to grow and multiply quickly.
For prevention that caused by human error at oil handling facilities, focus on management support of oil prevention program, commitment of sufficient resource to such program and commitment to meeting or exceeding regulatory standard. For prevention of oil spill by boat owner, mariners and boat yard, by regular boat maintenance, knowledge of best management practice for fueling, oil change or overhaul. Responsible for management and dispose practice of used oil and oil waste. And lastly, for prevention spill from tanker and tank bark is by cover management policy and program including monitoring of operation, maintenance, personnel policy, health and safety, waste management system, spill and near miss incidents. As a conclusion, oil pollution is one of the major types of pollution contaminating water body and land that has many adverse effects on flora and fauna. So, this is need to have some knowledge about the chemical process involved in crude oil ecosystem interaction, the public and environmental health issue associated with oil spill. This will help to control oil pollution and reduce problem causes. Responsibility for the prevention of oil spill fall often individual as well as on government and industry, because the resource of oil waste in the ocean are generally careless rather than incidentally. Truly effective prevention of oil spill involve everyone.